the moves there.
Little hezzy, speed boost. Ooh my.
Way better back then.
And bro, I'm always saying it. If you think speed boosting is cheese, you need help, bro. You need help for real. Cause that's realistic basketball. Speed boosting in 2K is just running in real life. Go play basketball, run with it, and then stop. You can do that. It's not cheese because you can really do that in real life. I haven't heard him in a minute. Yeah, we're gonna have to hit that up. But yeah, speed boosting, it's not cheese. It's just in real life running with the ball. It's jogging, and there's getting to the spot you want to stop. You know what I'm saying?
That when you just seen
hey man, what again? Another OG Almighty video, man. Y'all go make sure y'all subscribe to dude. He makes serious intellect content, you feel me, about 2K, you feel me? But subscribe. We on that way 3,000. I've been putting in some work, you know what I'm saying? Got some more videos dropping, you feel me? Subscribe, join the new Discord, trying to get a feel, you know what I'm saying, before all these games come out. Let's get straight into it though. NBA dribbling, gameplay, info leak, more control. More control. Hopefully we got more control. Cause 25 control clunky as hell. I ain't gonna lie. You trying to stop your player still moving, makes you take dumb shots. Can't lie. You know why my players taking pull-ups? I wanted to stop and pop a three. You got to do a crossover every time if you want your player to stop. Now sometimes you will get lucky and your player will stop without doing all the extra movement, but most of the time your player will start shifting over when you wanted to stop over here, you feel me? So let's get straight into it.
It's crazy people really think 2K don't got RNG.
Bro, what's wrong? Bruh.
Back on the screen, Matrix OP, Agent OP. Now, I have a special clip here from Black Cobra, who shows a detailed image of what I am trying to explain to you guys as what RNG is. Now, RNG is a science, it's an AI, it's math, it's so much things together to create a certain system so 2K can run and perform a certain way. Now, they've been structuring the RNG even more now. RNG is also the takeover meter going up and down. See, in real life reality, things can change. Things can always almost be infinite, almost. There is a science to some things, like with NBA games, how it can play out, but things can always change. Miracles, something can always happen. Knicks just came back from a 20-point lead and beat the Boston Celtics that day. So always
boys, boo-boo.
That 2K can't have these types of things sometimes with their system, with how games used to be back in the day. So they had to change and take things out and take things away. Okay, so their game is not just looking like a one-track game, forcing players to try to take other shots. This is why you see players take a little bit more fades this year, and you see a little bit more different things, but it's still not working. People are still trying to play 2K the old way. So Black Cobra said right here, right stick straight up towards the basket, and this is the animation I got. Shout out to bro for trusting me, my bad.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. He just took a reverse layup for no reason. Even though we know, well, the good players know, or the ones that understand the controls, you have to go to the... You have to do one of these for the reverse CD. You have to do one of these for the reverse CD. It's getting trash, right?
So it throws him into an up and under layup. Now here is my key take on what I mean is RNG. Even when Illuminati was trying to take a fade and he was getting his other fade, because there's like 3 fades in the fade package. This is what I mean by depending on what angle, maybe what strength the player had, whatever. There's some type of science going on that forces players into these types of shots. And nobody don't want to take that. And this is happening more and more. That's always has happened in 2K, because there's just the RNG system. There's always going to be some type of random thing that could happen based off their little computer system, the AI system, something tweak at one moment. But now it's heavier with whatever they're trying to push with the super realistic.
He said right stick up, you blow past him. That's either you go with a dunk. I don't think he got dunk on this build. That's an easy layup, or you know what I'm saying? I don't know, up and under. I don't know, reverse under.
Basketball, it's 10 times heavier. Here's my thing on how 2K is not fully just going down this super IRL realistic straight basketball. And I have more clips, so keep watching this full video, because I always bring this. Everybody in the NBA, if you watch NBA games, count how many dunks play off. Count how many times you see a PG at 6'2" dunking the ball all the time. Donovan Mitchell just had a dunk, but it was like 2 out the game. Other shots is layups. More stronger. So by that logic, 2K is not going with the realistic NBA logic within this realistic pro play game that they tried to push out to the masses. They're not going by that logic. It should be way more layups than dunks playing now. Way more attempts to block a layup, because layups get blocked more. It's just like, and that will make you have to have more skill laying up the ball. There's still not even a real magnificent control on being able to switch to the left, to the right hand layups. It's a simple mechanic to be able to do it, but it's still not a crazy control how we should have. How I know, like with technology, we should have more control with how much layups go in, and layups are at the rack and float types of shots, and different types of floaters that's not that high, that's a little bit low, that's like a Jimmy Butler floater. So it's like a lot of stuff that I can always go in detail. Like 2K is making this game more family friendly. This is why everybody dunks. I was just getting on a player, he was trying to go at me crazy. I'm like, yo, everybody goes and tries to dunk within this game. People do that to save themselves 9 times out of time, because it's an easier thing to do. If dunking was hard, just like in the real NBA, like players having to take more skill or just find the right lane or take it at the right time, people will mess up on dunks all the time.
Me, I don't. I could take this lane right here. Hero, come here with the slithery finisher. Ooh, which is what? But yeah, I feel like they need to make more skill. You know what I'm saying? More skill. So like you can't, like this 2K, you can dunk anything, bro. You can dunk anything. It can be the most dumbest shot, dumbest dunk attempt you ever seen in your life, bro. That shit. It got the chance to go in for some reason. You know what I'm saying?
But it's very, very easy to just get the little body contact, have strength, and just dunk, having a 90+ dunk. Everybody knows that. And I wanted to come here to show you guys NBA 2K17 tutorial, dribble tutorial from Hank to Tank, okay? We're going to get to the point where he was doing dribble moves in the my court, and I just wanted you guys to look at how much more the game is snappy. You see how when he did that hesitation and he moved straight to the side?
And watching this, before y'all say it is, oh, that's glitchy, that's cheese. No. He wasn't doing it. Some of y'all was. Shout out to the boys that was doing that. Cause I was doing that stupid. Look, come here. Behind your back. Lay. You know what I'm saying? This is not cheese. If it was true cheese, everybody would be able to do it. That's how you know it. That's real cheese. You be like, I'm losing. You know what I'm saying? L2, that's the L2. That's a perfect example. L2 cheese, that's real legitimate cheese. Watch what he do. Watch what, cause I think I seen this before. Look at the mic court too. I don't think it's glitch, but it ain't glitch. It's the court that you heard. Bring that back. That's it. Watch how he dribble. Watch how he able to stop or go. Like just watch the control with the mechanics that he had. This is what we want. You know what I'm saying? When we talking about dribbling, I want to be able to boop, 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 stop right here, take the shot. I'm not taking fades. If I want to take a fade, let me rush it and take a fade. You know what I'm saying? Let me rush and take a dribble pull up. Let me rush and take, you know what I'm saying, a hot step jump. Let me do it on my own, because if it's more that you forcing me to do it, it's gonna mess up flow. It's gonna mess up how I want to play. You feel? Because like me, I'm a 6'8" slashing point guard. You know what I'm saying? I still like to be able to shoot, you know what I'm saying? But most of the times I like to take certain, you know what I'm saying, certain looks at a certain time because it's just more of my style. What is that?
Side. And then there was times where you couldn't do the hesitation depending on how your body was positioned, and you can do it from a diagonal way. Right there, you see how you go straight to the side. You see how the movement is 10 times more snappier. Even when you're just looking at all the other 2Ks, like when they're dribbling, it really looks like their body is planted more to the ground. And when they stop and move with their feet. So when I tell people that they added the new foot playing technology, this is something that is new. It's a new technology. It's nothing that's their roots. This is their roots on how the game felt moving around like this. But when
and one thing, I seen a comment. Hold on, I seen a comment. He said 2K flip flops too much, and I agree on that. Cause think about it. Think about if we would have just kept with this single, you know what I'm saying? This single lane right here, what we got right at the fast, more snappier, you know what I'm saying? You can hit on it, all that. Bro, we wouldn't really be complaining because it got bad at the 20. Well, beginning of the 20, you know what I'm saying? That's when shit started going down. You feel me? They keep flip flopping. Hopefully we get back to where we were and keep going in that lane.
Change it because there's some people just naturally on a psychology level. It's just like people who never was good at a fighting combo game, like Tekken. People say, "Oh, how can you compare it?" It's just the combos. It's the nature of being able to do patterns with your thumbs.
Yeah. I watch a lot of Tekken, like, you know, the shut up. I watch a lot of the little Tekken, you know, the tournaments that be running for Tekken, and you can literally, if you know how to do it. That's why I like the Tekken community because they'll learn the game before saying something's dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? But in Tekken, you can literally, it's a 3D platform game, right? So I can move to the side, you can move to the side, and the camera will change. But that's not the point. The combos, you can literally combo somebody from one side of the wall to the other side of the wall. As long as you don't mess up. And if you mess up, are you able to recover and re-go again? 2K players don't play that type of games. They stick to this.
It's the nature of being able to do patterns with your thumbs within a fast speed. And there's a big gap between people who can come on a video games and do that. That's what people are not understanding.
Yeah.
There's a lot of elder players that instantly get cut off. So do you see how people can't cater to 2K? It's fully, when you see how they do that, you see how we end up getting hindered. I'm making the facts all to your mind, guys. Yes.
Yeah, they strong. They have to make a game where everyone can move the same, so there's no separation. Yes, they're hindering bad players. Like, hey, y'all doing too good. You know the people that want to actually pay for bills, even though they're not good. We just want more money out of them. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, bro. Like if they see how I say to do it, bro. You can make the game for casual, but lean towards more of the competitive play. So if one player decides, I want to take this for real, be a little better, then the person that play, you know what I'm saying, they can play every 3 days. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make the game for people that's gonna play, people that's gonna learn, but also make it for the people that, you know what I'm saying, this might be their first 2K. And then you allow for improvement. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Yeah.
Psychologist, agent, matrix, OG. But many people may not take me serious because I don't have a suit and tie on, but I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. Just look at how the movement's more snappier, and Hank wasn't even one of the craziest dribblers who could dribble and put a lot of moves together and just put different combos together, use different sigs and go crazy. He could, but it was just other guys who were even more crazier. 22. So the devs had to get to a point where, like, you know what, we have to slow this game down. These guys each year is just too fast on their game, making it look like this. And then still, even now with the meta, people still can do the same thing, and it just makes the game look bad now. So back then, at least people had the variety.
Yeah.
Okay.
Players can play in their own way and still go hunting them up.
Took away the control because honestly, like I told you guys, you may think it's a far reach, but when the park players can play like this and they look the best, they're having all the clout, all the views are going to them. 2K couldn't even bring up certain people to community day because they couldn't trust, just because people have their own clout. They're going to have their own egos. They're going to feel big of them own selves. Look at Duke Dennison now, bigger than Ronnie 2K, bigger than Mike Wayne. Mike Wayne, yeah, you at 2K and doing your thing, but they bigger. They pockets is probably more swole than them. or damn near on the same level, something like that. Is probably more, honestly.
Just look at the dribbling, bro.
So
like
I want you guys to understand, business also the game can also be affected by the business. I already seen it when I'm like, damn, we got all the clout though. Like the devs be looked at as goofies. Ronnie and them, they get looked at as goofies. They clout don't even mean nothing. The logo started fading because Agent and them started dissing 2K all the. So once they did, I'm telling y'all, once they did that, they're like, man, let's try to switch it up with a new route. Everybody has this image of this old 2K when all these goats were there. We can't get that out of their minds. I be trying to tell you, I know this is what it is. They try to bring up these new faces in our face so we can all try to go love them and then watch their content. And then there's this new wave of how people view 2K content. I'm telling y'all, I've been seeing it. Because they could expound. They could have just nerfed certain things players did and expound. It's just like if when LeBron James do his little move, you know, or James Harden little step back move that they try to say is a travel. Perfect example, OG, you are on point. James Harden found a way to be able to legally have his move not be a travel, okay? And that's his move within the
man. Do you even do that anymore? Like, do y'all do this no? Because I don't play 25, so I don't. But do y'all even do this? Now y'all get before y'all go to the park, y'all warm up real quick. Y'all don't do that. No, Brian do it. I'm saying make that play Brian for it.
Start even seeing other players create other little step backs similar to him. Tyrese Halliburton, Tyrese Maxey. There's many of players that do that little gather step back, either left to the right or different ways, directions. They could expound it on that. Whatever they see in Steve, or we're going to patch like this a little bit, still let it do it, but make it to where it's not OP, so we can at least have this nostalgia of players being their own individual selves on our game. Like, man, no, man, I already know how to have a fire banger game, man. They just have to balance the offense to defense. If a player can play great defense and it realistically matches up his move, if he's doing spamming too much moves or he's doing too much crazy stuff, right?
And
Dad, don't
forget about my new
that's one thing I said too. With 16, the defense and offense need to be like this. If somebody offense right here and he's playing somebody defense that's right here, it has to show. If somebody offense is down here and they're gonna get clamped the fuck up. You gotta make offense and defense on par. Always said that. You feel me? Because with that, the game is allowed to be, you know what I'm saying, better. You know what I'm saying?
Switch it to this one. Realistic player dribble tutorial from 17, because I want to just show you guys a realistic guy instead of a dribble head, so you guys can see I'm showing you guys both of the mixes.
Was it takedown?
Both. Okay, it didn't matter. That individuality stand there. Now all you see is the meta because they feel like that's what works.
It works, yeah.
Turning down animations. Okay, wait. No, they can double out of that and probably do an extra spin and a crazy move and then it'll be dribbling longer. Let's tone this animation down. They're doing that instead of making a game where it's...
Man, say that again, OG, because that's what they doing. When you hinder somebody in something, so like they could shoot and shit. They worried about Zen so much, right? You know the easy way is to combat Zens? Bring the shooting back to what it used to be. You want to be using Zens. It wasn't 20 people. 20 wasn't 20. It was that little small portion. You was a weirdo. You was in 20 using Zens. 19, you ain't have to use Zens. 18, you ain't have to use Zens. Oh, 22, you ain't have to use Zens. Shooting was so easy in that game. 21, you didn't have to. Next gen 21, you didn't have to use Zens. But they still did it for somewhere else we don't know. But when you hinder something like dribbling just because of one person or this group of people, you end up messing it. You end up messing it up for everybody else. For the people that dribble realistic, they want to hit a little two move, get to their spot, shoot. Or the dribble guys that want to do that for a clip, they want to go for a clip because they can, they know how to do it efficiently to their advantage. We trying to hinder them. You mess it up for everybody. I'm not gonna lie, the Dale's messing it up for everybody. Just because we don't want them doing that. But you let them do it. So my stuff will be Gucci, man. Don't just because they doing it, that means you gotta fuck with us. Don't do that, man. Leave it alone.
Alright, instead of a dribble head, so you guys can see I'm showing you guys both of the mixes. People were doing both. Okay, it didn't matter. That individuality stand there. Now all you see is the meta because they feel like that's what works. Because 2K is turning down animations. Okay, wait. No, they can
He can probably link some of this and get up out of it. Yeah.
Let's tone
Come on,
this
I'm like,
down. They're doing that instead of making a game where it's full, fresh dribbling moves. And I'm telling y'all, it's affecting everything else, even affecting the shooting. How they have to make sure that this dribble move stops here, so you can't just shoot out of this window gap really quickly. Man, that's so much. I could just ramble on for days, or if I had a dev to debate them, they couldn't hang with me. Okay, so this guy's showing you regular hesitation moves that you could just do, and it was snappier. It wasn't like, oh, you do it and you're stuck into it. No, you could do something right out of it. IRL realistic. Where's he doing the extra spams at? Let me know. Kyrie's moves, they had the moves there.
Little hezzy, speed boost. Ooh, my.
Way better back then.
And bro, I'm always saying it. If you think speed boosting is cheese, you need help, bro. You need help for real. That's realistic basketball. Speed boosting in 2K is just running in real life. Go play basketball, run with it, and stop. You can do that. It's not cheese because you can really do that in real life. I haven't heard him in a minute. Yeah, we're gonna have to hit that up. But yeah, speed boosting, it's not cheese. It's just in real life running with the ball. It's jogging, and there's getting to the spot you want to stop. You know what I'm saying? Shit like
that. When you just seen Russell Westbrook speed boost just now, that looks so much better than what they try to give us now. Like, I'm telling you, players dribble as low as like that. They don't even give us that really as much as no more. Like, I don't know how we are seeing this. Okay, let me see if I can get up a little bit more advanced when he's doing a little bit more moves. He's just showing people regular crossover moves, how he was able to do this realistically, whatever. You could see it in the game,
see how you can, and then you can spam that.
He's not a great dribbler, so this is another example of showing you guys how there was the old heads out there, or just I don't even want to always compare to old heads, but I don't know what to say. Maybe fundamental player is a better word to say.
But yeah, fundamental.
Snatchbacks,
the more realistic,
better snatchbacks, like
you can do that snatchbacks out of behind the back crossover.
But the mechanic made sense. You just pulled down on the right analog stick. The mechanic made sense and way more. Now you have to go turbo. Make sure you're holding the left stick up. They're doing a whole bunch to slow people down on a psychology, and it's not even they're making gaming no more. Y'all trying to patch something so you can hope.
Hey, look at the spin, bro. He's never use spins.
All right, Doc.
Let's can't use no spin. Man, get your ass on.
Doing the psychology game of changing the controls and oh my lord, bro, it's so deep, man. I can't even.
If you haven't, go watch my 22 video. My 22
okay, so you dribbling. See this. Him doing dribble moves, regular little dribble moves, spin, half spins. Everything was tighter. Everything was tighter. 22. Now, I want you guys to watch this. This is a guy who does dribbling in NBA 2K. Yeah, man, and he puts the fastest dribble moves, tall guards in this thing. And I want you guys just to watch the gameplay. You guys just watched a good amount of 17. If you actually sat and had your mind focused on it, you have to do that, or you're not going to be able to see the difference with just in subtle movements or just. Look at the feet, right? Look at when they're doing moves. Look how the moves is limited. He's not able to combo up as much as they'll show you in the tutorial. You watch any tutorial on NBA 2K25, they're showing clips. They're spamming their moves up, but they're taking their time to spam it up and showing clips. When you watch real in-game and watch players playing, you don't see a lot of that. It's more so bumps, clunky, like look movement. You see how he didn't want to do that animation. This is how I show you guys, like, it's so much. That's what people would more so call RNG, because it's not really going into a flow. It's weird. It's like a weird. It's like
speed bumps. Speed bumps.
But look at it. When he's coming up right here and he's doing this combo right here, look, boom. He's trying to do, look right here. He was trying to do another move. He wasn't trying to do.
He definitely was trying to do another move, because I be doing that too when I was playing. And that weird. And then, bro, when like. On other 2Ks, when you say you mess up with your move, right? Bro, you can get right. When you mess up a dribble move on here, it'll show 10 times worse than when you you know what I'm saying, when you mess up on the other game. It's like this one, you see he did a double hesitation. He ain't trying to do that. I know he ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? But the other games, it's like I ain't mean to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll come out twice. What is that?
It's like a weird thing that makes you get stuck, and it's like weird. But look at it. When he's coming up right here, and he's
didn't mess up the code again.
Right
Look,
one,
boom,
he's
two.
trying to do right here.
Hesitation.
He was trying to do another move. He wasn't trying to do this, but he got stuck within that animation. 22. This is what we're talking about. That 2K is starting to do more so. Back then, the combos were more responsive and snappier. It's like it's being less responsive right here. He gets stuck, but he knows how to dribble, so he just does a speed boost out of it. Then he comes back up to here to try to reset. Look how slower the game is. Same stuff we see all the time. The behind the back Garland to the Luka snatch back to the 3. That's the most we have. It's not dribbling anymore like how we used to say, oh, he's a dribbler. It's not that. You can't see too many creative patterns. When a player's trying to get to their shot, it's that Luka snatchback, that Garland. There's a few other players who I see who have a different little bag and they do something that's creative. And 2K has been making it like that since 23. Man, 24 had a little bit of like, it started spreading out again, but then they reverted it back to 25 again. 25 is like 23 and 21 next gen mixed together. It's literally like that.
21 next gen. 21 next gen was explosive. Was it explosive? I know it was Curry slides out the ass. Number was Curry spamming Curry slides. And then Curry gen, it was Curry slides speed boost glitch. It wasn't a speed boost. It was just a speed boost glitch. You would run 2 times faster than what is it? Then the defense on 21. Y'all shine this shit.
They got the automatic strong handles. 21 next gen had a certain animation just like that, just so you could just dribble through people and weird stuff, bro. Like, look at this. Look at the dribbling. Look how he has to run away.
You're right.
Behind the back, does that little crab move to the shot, and then his hands come all the way down like this. Like, look how ugly they have made 2K look. I'm telling y'all, this is like a test demo we're playing on, and it's like they know this is the only basketball game. It's probably not enough smarter dudes like Mike Wayne to make another game maybe or something like that in the world. I don't know. I honestly believe it's just sanctioned. Nobody else can. They don't have the rights to the license. Look at this. This is what I talk about, how the game is just, look, does this little crab move, but you see how there's not a lot of combos being spammed. Go watch tutorials. I guarantee you'll see so much combo. It looks like there's so many combos being spammed. When you watch a real in-game and people playing D, you can't even do that. Based off of how the attributes, people have their stats set and all that, you can't. You do it against bums that ain't playing no real D.
Get it high. Make it.
Piss me up. I want to see that.
But mostly you need screens and stuff based off of what's guarding you. Now look when
because you're gonna get bumped to death trying to do a move, bro.
Why don't we still why don't 2K have it to where like our hand is out still doing the duck moves? Like, look at
my follow through, man.
What? Look, this nigga is like this. What type of animation? Like, do y'all see how detailed I am and how I pay attention? This is the little type of shit that turns me off with the game. Little subtle shit. What is this?
Or
the boy's hands.
Or y'all remember? Y'all used to remember the little when you shot the ball. Y'all remember that little animation? You that bit. Lean seeing that bit go in. Like where's them animations at? Like hit the. You know what I'm saying? Where is that? Where where is that at?
Who you ever see shoot a jump shot and they leaning back like this and they looking like this? The ugliest
like Melo swing his arms back. He'll shot down
like this when you shoot a shot, depending on how you stop yourself and plant yourself and shoot. He's in his regular jump shot form when he goes up. That's why I say we're really not using NBA players' jump shot like how it used to be. Even coming down to the landing point. Like, look at this. That's the regular jump shot form. This is a room now. You go back to the form everybody gets that animation coming down landing. It looks so stupid. Ah, man. Go back to normal, and y'all, I just want you guys to really understand, like,
it's how this here.
This is what makes me realize, like, this is a test. They watching how we playing this year. They have a whole bunch of changes they can make really, really quickly. They could change the speed and the game feels totally different. And certain things they could do within a click right now and the game will feel totally different. So that's why I tell people, like, yeah, we can't even, like, you have to be able to understand when I'm saying it's a demo mode type game. certain years. Certain years I could feel when it's solid and they got it because everybody's playing it. Like 22 and 24. 24 was damn near solid. People just didn't like the environment, but it was there enough to where many of people were playing it still and doing crazy videos and still going crazy on it.
Wait, go back. I kind of zoned out. I ain't gonna.
Everybody's playing it. Like 22 and 24. 24 was damn near solid. People just didn't like the environment, but it was there enough to where many.
And it's not pro play. You can't say it's pro play because we had a different dribble. We had different dribbling in 24. 24, you can actually burst out of animations, and we had pro play last year. So you can't say it's pro play. It's the dribble engine. It's the movement engine. Because last year you was able to stop on the dime, shoot the ball. You was able to do that. You was able to burst, get to his spot, shoot, or take the fade, or whatever you wanted to do. Burst, take the dunk, go for the layup, whatever. Damn, that's it. Whatever you wanted to do. So you can't say it's pro play. You can't say it's pro play. It's literally the movement system as a whole, including the dribble system. Because people was saucing up on 24 and then 22 too, but 22 wasn't pro play. 22 was mocap. 22 was still mocap. But yeah, bro, it's not pro play. Pro play is just for animations. It's just for animations. With pro play, all right, so I'm gonna tell you this. With pro play, what I thought pro play was gonna be, it was gonna be for dummy animations. Y'all know how we saying go back to 16, 17, 15, 19 animations. That's what we thought it was gonna be. That's what we thought we was gonna have, abundance of animations. I can have Jamal Crawford behind the back on, Rudy Gay crossover, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Raymond Felton behind the back, something like that. But we don't. We don't.
Yeah, people were playing it still and doing crazy videos and still going crazy on it.
Yeah, people still playing it for fun.
You know, what was that thing called?
Like I had a 91% last year.
Like it was still crazy things people were doing in the game, making it go crazy, making it look crazy.
85.
Dribbling. You see how it moves? It looked like he getting stuck. He's stuck right there. It never looked like this, bro. 2K never has ever looked like this to where it's like this. People are just doing go-to shots, trying to get into a spot. Like never. Look at this.
22.
The game has never looked like this. It's like it don't look too bad to me to where it's like I can't play 2K and I can't enjoy.
And who they watching over there?
Like I could see so much more better potential with the movement. Look how everybody's using that little garland behind the back, man. It's so disgusting when you have to just watch gameplay looking like this. Why don't we have better moves? Because they know, like, yo, if they make certain shit, we just chain together and make it look crazy. So they have to slow baby fetus with different moves and different launches. That's ass, bro. Like I said, 25 different speed boost launches. You get lower, higher, a high one, like I don't know, like 25 ones. Like 20. It should be so much different moves, bro. We can't even get through all the moves throughout the year, and there's new moves to be undiscovered all the time. That's how 2K should always be, bro. It's bad.
Yeah, bro. It should be detailed.
Type of game. Oh my god, bro. They have to stop trying to do this limiting shit and just strictly all NBA. Like, no, y'all can make so much more money, have a game looking so much more beautiful.
And that's what I said. That's one thing I always stick with, bro. You know how much money they talking about? This little little percentage boost that they got this year with 25 with the cap breakers and stuff. Imagine if y'all made a good game, a game that people you can do it, and you can actually have fun with. Imagine they actually make a good game. How much more money? I think we make way more money now. Or no, we put more money into games, right? So if they make a good game, like look at the Fortnite, they got buku money. That game was free. They got like what 1.5 billion or something like that off Fortnite and skins alone. Y'all make at least an enjoyable experience. Like we can dribble, we can shoot, we can do all that. We can play defense. Hella good. Bro, y'all get so much money, y'all don't even know. Damn, fuck that percentage last year. Look what we got this year.
They used to use like Bone Collector and them. Y'all don't remember that? They used to use those people's like animations and stuff like that and make a mocap and stuff like that. They don't even do it no more because they like, yo, we just want to get the control. We want this E-League to pop. Like, yo, they don't want to give the people the power it's looking like in a way.
You give people the power to do it.
They want it in their way.
Yeah, they don't want shit.
NBA looking this way, and but I don't feel it's gonna fully work. I feel like it's gonna get there, but they're gonna have some form of arcadiness to the game. And then when they do their little events and have their little NBA things and pro matches, there will be certain restrictions or
you can't use
maybe
that
some type of rules. Like it'll go back to that point because it's always like that any 2K year kind of really. But it'll be some type of boundaries or some type of things they can set, or maybe you have to play away. We'll probably go back to that old moral system way where they know they have a game where people probably could do some.
Bro, you can't do that, bro. You can't do that.
And stuff. It doesn't mean you're gonna be better than the other team. It could waste time and stuff, but you could still end up losing. The game used to be like that. I think NBA 2K20 was the best year. There were dribble gods still in that game. People could still go crazy, do the dribble god stuff, but it wasn't a great thing for them to do if they wasn't really super skilled at it. And even still, a top dribbler would just do more coordinate moves to score on you because they know if you're a lock and they do a certain move where they show the ball in front of your face to look flashy, you pluck them. So it used to be certain things like that to slow it down, you know. I just feel like 2K wanted to take that power away. So I hope you guys could really get another glimpse of RNG right here. NBA 2K26, listen, RNG is always in 2K. I keep trying to express that to people. It's just certain little things that they'll have. Like, we have to understand that.
Oh, you play with Armor's bots? I ain't know that.
I
won't pay attention to that all the time.
To understand this. So, you'll get a rant. Like, for example, RNG can help you. Like, for example, whites. Think about when a player misses and he can't make no shots. He's not even getting RNG to help him.
I ain't still showing this ad.
You understand that? He's not even getting RNG to help him. When he makes a white, it's probably because the system reads, oh, he's wide open, nobody's on him, he has this percentage 3 ball, has his boost on, has his badge hot, or maybe he has 2 of his bars up. We'll let the white go. That's RNG. We'll give him a random generated number of 65. Add it to your already existing stats. We'll go in white. That's how it plays out. Something similar to like that. I can't tell y'all the exact math, but it's something definitely like that. I promise you. It's a duality type of thing, the RNG system. It favors on both sides, good, bad. So they just have to get to a point where they make things more free. They take less of it out of the shooting and the dribbling. They add it more to it, to the shooting and the dribbling. Cancel out the animations, how slow animation when the player with this type of perimeter defense bumps you, how your dribbling move ends up playing out this time. It's so much. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. I got more coming, man. I'm hot right now. I'm gonna keep going.
But yeah,
going. I'm super hot. Look at the gameplay difference. Look at the snappiness. Look how players are more slidey. You don't see players just average players using the same move. That little behind the back guard. Hit the like, subscribe, man. I'll see y'all in the next one.
They one thing they need to do, bro. Let us have the control. If the game remembers of like 19, 18, we got a bunch of moves. We can do what we want. We can stop and shoot. We can shoot consistently. We can play defense against it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if offense and defense are like this, we'll have a good year. But I'm already like